It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching Devin Bush, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Seahawks and the Tigers, next on Madden NFL 24.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Tigers of Paris taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Parisian ball club,
they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And completes it again to Metcalf.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now
taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 30. And how about that return inside the 20-yard line?
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
2nd and 6.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
But you look at this defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Walker.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Antonio Gibson.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this?
And now the rookie's free.
He may go.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's Young on play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 6 now. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. When you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll set up a throw.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result. You don't like.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Young working out of the gun. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. 3rd down coming up.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protecting himself as best.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A handoff here for Gibson, but this will go the other way on the reverse. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage.
Young will set to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he hasn't dropped many of those. The third down coming up.
Looking to throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, it's deep for Duvernay.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
The Paris offense out to have another go at it. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. But Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a throw right side, taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Devin Duvernay,
68 yards.
and the Seahawks have retaken the lead.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks. But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. To throw on 2nd down is Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And it's taken in at the 9. There he goes left side. And touchdown. Officially 91 yards on the punt return.
And the Tigers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Second and 1.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Atlanta heading west to take on San Francisco. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Andre Ellington, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. We'll stay out west and make the short hop down to Vegas to see what's going on with the Raiders at home at Allegiant Stadium. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. Deuce Vaughn, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Jared Goff, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. In that first half, we saw the veteran Miles Sanders doing his thing. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On play action, Young.
Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a second down throw for Young.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now a run and maybe a reverse, but no, he'll keep it himself.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's Young off play action. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaking up. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains and make the fundamental tackle.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. In motion left goes a tight end. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A handoff for Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Tutu Atwell. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Tigers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. And they're going to speed things up here. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They go play action. Young.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they'll fall back on what they know best. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Young on 3rd down. Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Tigers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Paris offense out to have another go at it. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. It's Young on 1st down. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Tigers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Seahawks 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And Walker has it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
And a tackle there by Micah McFadden. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Gibson.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Running right, here's Sanders. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Paris,
it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.